What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Now, I've noticed that since Toronto eked out elimination and forced the Game 7 against the Boston Celtics, a lot of Raptors fans are chiping up and chirping about again. We told you the Raptors are for real and all that. Look, I'm going to say this. This is the one positive thing I'm going to say about the Toronto Raptors. Kyle Lowry is not the most talented Raptor of all time. You know what I'm saying? You have, of course, Kawhi Leonard, who played one season with them, brought them a championship. And in some ways, you can kind of say that he's the greatest Raptor for doing just that feat. Then, of course, you had the sensational Vince Carter, who played several seasons in the late 90s into the early to mid 2000s. And of course, you had Chris Bosh. You know, you've had a few others who had some stints there at various points in their careers. Um, Hell, even Charles Oakley played with Toronto for a little bit. But you can make a case that Kyle Lowry might be the greatest Raptor in terms of his longevity with the franchise and his performances and you know, the era that he spans. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he started his career with the Rockets, then was traded to the Raptors. When he was with the Rockets, he had a lot of weight problems. You can kind of look at Lowry and tell he's kind of a guy. You can kind of look at Kyle Lowry and tell that when he finishes playing, he's going to have that Damon Jones body. You know what I'm saying? You know, Damon Jones and kind of morphed into Carl Winslow since he retired. But anyway, Kyle Lowry got his weight issues under control as a Raptor. But the one thing that was always a knock on him was, you know, he just couldn't perform during the playoffs. You know, he had a lot of unmemorable and forgettable and downright terrible performances um, during the DeMar DeRozan era of the Raptors. But over the last couple of years, he's kind of atoned for that. And if it wasn't for his performance yesterday, the Raptors season would have come to an end. I'm gonna tell you something, man. They need to build him a goddamn statue when everything's said and done outside the arena. He ain't the greatest Raptor as far as talent's concerned, but he's the heart and soul of that team. Now, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. If I don't think Chauncey Billups a Hall of Famer, I think he misses the cut just by a little bit. If I don't think that he's a Hall of Famer, I don't think that Kyle Lowry is a Hall of Famer. But he's very good. You know what I'm saying? Now, having heaped upon the praise upon him, once again, Pascal Siakam ain't do shit. 5 of 19 from the floor. Had a long, ugly stretch where he just, you know, just couldn't get anything done. 12 points, 8 rebounds. While Kyle Lowry had 33 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Played his ass off. Fred VanVleet had a terrible game. Only 7 of 22 from the floor. Only 3 of 13 from three-point range. I'm telling you, Kyle Lowry saved their season. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Lowry and some clutch shots from OG Anunoby toward the end. That's the second time in what, 2 or 3 games that Anunoby played a factor in salvaging the the Raptors season. But look, this is some interesting statistics I want to share with you guys, right? Now, some of this has to do with the fact that he's become the focal point of the offense. You know, he's taking more shots, and usually when you take more shots, you're going to see a decrease in your efficiency. And yes, as you become the focal point, the defense is going to gear toward you. So it's going to affect your field goal percentage a little bit. But this is stunning, though. Last year, during the regular season, playing with Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam shot nearly 55% from the floor. Nearly 55% from the floor. This season, that plummeted all the way down to 45%. During the playoffs last year, Pascal Siakam, during that championship run, he shot 47% from the floor. This year, including yesterday's performance, he's only shooting around 39 to 40% from the floor. Plummeted. But people will tell you Kawhi Leonard doesn't make those around him better. His mere presence on the floor makes others better around him, as is the case with Kevin Durant. Okay? Um, Boston should still feel pretty good, man. You know, it took one of the best performances of Kyle Lowry's career to salvage the Raptors season. Kemba Walker, for the second time in 3 games, had a very poor performance. Only 2 of 11 from the floor, only 1 of 6 from 3-point range, only 5 points. 5 points. Jason Tatum, only 9 of 21 from the floor overall, and he had some key turnovers down the stretch, but you got to credit the Raptors defense for that as well. Jaylen Brown went 11 of 30. 11 of 30 from the floor, and he had some key turnovers down the stretch. But the one thing that they had going for them was that alley-oop offense that they kept using toward Daniel Theis. Daniel Theis, I think, had like 18 points or something like that on 9-11 from the floor. And, you know, I can't think. Look, you can't believe that they're going to miss that many shots again. You know, I can't see, Jaylen Brown missing 19 shots again. I can't see, them being that careless with the basketball toward the end of the game. I can't see Kemba Walker, only scoring 5 points again. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Boston will make their adjustments. And if the Raptors don't get something out of Pascal Siakam in this game, they're going to lose. Okay, game 7, it's going to be on Pascal Siakam, in my opinion, for the Raptors. Okay, if he can put up a 20 and 10 performance, an efficient one, odds are they're going to win. Okay, and even though I still think that they're pretenders, maybe they can make it to the conference finals before they lose. All right, but I fully expect Boston to come out and come away with the victory tomorrow. All right. Um, I just think they're a better overall team. Um, I mean, think about it. Think about it. Jason Tatum shot 9 of 21. Jaylen Brown shot 11 of 30. Kemba Walker, I think, only had 5 points on 2 of 9 or something like that from the field. And they still nearly won the goddamn game. They still nearly won the game. Pascal Siakam is a non-factor for much of the game. Um, Fred VanVleet, he was terrible, but most of the Boston Celtics offense was inefficient and off, and they still nearly won the game. I think Norm Powell hit some big shots too, some key free throws. So, you know, I think Boston's still going to win this series 4 games. You know what I'm saying? But that's my take on it. It was a very good game though, man. Double overtime. There's been a lot of great games during this playoffs. That might be the best overall game I've saw. There were some great games in that earlier Utah-Denver series. Um, the game, I think the initial game where What's his face? Scored 57 points. Uh, shit, forgot his name already. I don't know what's going on as I'm getting older, man. I'm just forgetting people's names, man. The guard, you know what I'm talking. That was a great game, but I don't know. Donovan Mitchell. Sorry, Donovan. They didn't talk about you much. All I kept hearing about was, Luca. Luca in the first round. Oh, Luca. Oh, baby, Luca. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.